What's happening, guys? Tim Scott was here live from the back lot. Yes, it is 10 minutes with Tim. And I'm trying to get back on this live video thing. So my commitment to you every Friday, 10 minutes with Tim, give you my top 5 for the week. Maybe we'll have some guests. Maybe we won't. Just sit here and listen to me. So thanks for checking in. This week's top 5. Here we go. Number 5. Hey, did you make it? If you get automotive news, there was a little insert in the old school edition that showed you the top 150 dealership groups in the U.S. And let's see who made the cut. Right, number 1. Right now, I'm gonna also this number here was based off of new car sales volume, but number 1 was obviously Lithia, 271,000 new, 311,000 used. That's a 1.14 used to new ratio. Number 2, AutoNation at 229,000, a 1.3 used to new, right? Number 3, my old employer, Penske Automotive Group, at 185,000 new cars. Look at that, 261,000 used. Number 4, Group 1, 154,000 with almost 200,000 used, puts them at 1.27 used to new. And rounding out the top 5, Asbury Automotive Group with 151,000 new, as well as 151,000. Write that at about a 1-to-1. Interesting top 5 there. You can log on to Automotive News and get the top 150. Hey, what is the bottom 5? Who was essentially the Mr. Irrelevance of the list here? So on number 146, Bakhtari Auto in San Jose, California, 4,900 new. Starling Automotive Group out of Orlando, 4,800 new, 57,000 used. Number 148 was Gun Automotive in San Antonio with 4,700, almost 4,800 new and almost 6,300 used. Wow, good job there. 1.34 used to new. Capital Auto Group out of Salem was 149 with 4,700 new, and then number 150, Mr. Irrelevant of the Automotive News top 150 was Auto Focus Inc. out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Wow, those guys sold 4,700 new, but couldn't. They only got about 2,100 used. So interesting list. Log on. You guys can get the full list by yourself if you want it on Automotive News. Number 4 out of my top 5. Down, we're counting down here. Did you see Cox Automotive Q1 Industry Insights and Forecast? Okay, if you didn't, I can post a link in the chat afterwards. That'll take you to that presentation. A couple of interesting takeaways. I like to look here at coming out of Q1, the available supply of used inventory versus the last 4 or 5 years. We're at the lowest supply of inventory, man, in a long, long time. Going to be an interesting year for sure. And then you look at days supply. The days supply based on turn is about the same, where we have been, maybe a little bit lower, but it's 40 days supply maybe versus the 10-day difference. But we kind of normal, maybe normal-ish on the days supply side. I also like to talk about this particular piece of the information that they share. And whenever it says, hey, new car inventory does dictate the used car pricing. So I would tell you that the stores down here, okay, Chrysler, Volvo, Buick, Jeep, right? We're running at a almost 130-day supply on Chryslers, 110-day plus on Jeeps. Plenty of new car supply there. You come down to the opposite end, Toyotas, Kias, and Lexus. If you're trying to run after these cars at the auction, or thinking the books are wicked high, it's probably true. There's just not a lot of those new cars out there. The nation, as far as new car day supply goes, the average is about 57, 58 days. So just checking in right here. All right, cool. Next up, number 3 in this week's top 5. We need more cowbell. I was in the car and I was talking about this story too, I think to my mother, but no, we need more power. Walmart plans to own its own EV charging network at all U.S. stores, by 2030. Listen, I would say the EV thing is cool, but there's just nowhere to charge cars. And I feel like if you got to charge, you get to, and there's only 4 or 5 of them, and you're stuck if they're all being used, or the one you want to use is broke. So Walmart's more than 5,000 stores and Sam's Club warehouses are located within 10 miles of about 90% of Americans. Listen, you think it's a good idea, but you're already allowed to spend an overnight with a camper at a Walmart. Why not plug in your EV too? Go inside, get yourself some cheap groceries, and shit. If it can't be bought, it ain't for sale at Walmart. So number 2. If you hadn't heard already, there's a new Max product enhancement. We're calling it single page appraisal. All the tingle ladies. Oh, tingle. That's where we get that idea from. So a single page appraisal, it's a new product enhancement, basically trying to reduce the number of clicks. So when you log in to do an appraisal, you'll notice we get the window sticker and the Carfax data right here real quick. And then part 2 is everything's all on one page. Yes, essentially we replaced the tabs with a scroll. So you want to get a deep dive, a deeper look at that. If you're a current Max customer, hit me up, the product support line, or your account executive, and we'll show you guys what that looks like. And number 5, hey, the best thing about April's the Masters. I'm super excited. I've got it going on right here on my iPad as we watch. If you're not into golf at all, this is a pretty special event, and the way that they do it at the Masters. It should be an exciting weekend of television, lots of drama. Maybe follow it up on the TikTok or the Instagram. Who knows? That is it. That is my top 5 for this week. 10 minutes with Tim. Hey, listen, everybody, have a great weekend. You know what you hear me say? Sell them all. You can always buy more.